What's going on, CDL fans? We're going to do pick'ems for Major 5. Real quick recap of Major 4. I was actually on fire in Major 4. Let me remove my camera real quick. You can see I had 67 points. I did really well during the weeks, but then I was away during the major, like during the actual major, and never had a chance to make my bracket. So unfortunately, I missed out on all those points because I wasn't home and I totally forgot about it. But I did really good in the major in the weeks, so that's what we're going to try and replicate here with Major 5, and then I won't forget about the bracket this time because I won't be going anywhere. But let's kick it right on off with week 1, starting it off with the first series, which LAG versus FaZe. I'm just gonna go 3-0 FaZe. I never thrown enough 3-0s, so I'm gonna start throwing in some more of those. So we're gonna go 3-0 FaZe. OpTic versus Legion, we're gonna go 3-1 OpTic. You know, Legion, only 3% of people are picking Legion for that series, as you can see. So I'm gonna go 3-1 there. And then Toronto versus Surge. I kind of want to see what people are picking. More people are going the way of Toronto. I'm gonna go the way of Surge in a 3-2 fashion. Then on Saturday we have London versus Rocker. I'm gonna go Rocker 3-1. You know, yeah, like expected, most people are gonna pick Minnesota. New York Vegas, I'm gonna go New York 3-2, but still think New York is a solid overall team. Boston versus Rocker. Not as many people are picking Rocker as maybe I would have thought. I kind of think I'm gonna go Boston 3-1 here maybe, but I could see Rocker winning this series. Then LAT versus Toronto. I'm gonna go LAT 3-1. People are mainly picking the Thieves. I think the Thieves are, you know, they're in their final form again, like they were last year. They're the kind of team that has really good teamwork and communication, and once they figure out the game and they kind of get their reps in, they're really, really hard to beat. So I do really like Thieves going, you know, with Major 5. Then Sunday, LAG versus Florida. Most people going Florida. I agree with that. I'm gonna go Florida 3-2. OpTic versus FaZe. More people going the way of OpTic than FaZe. I actually think it's going to be the other way around. Usually OpTic does pretty good against FaZe, it seems. Dashy, I believe, is like 8-0 on LAN against Celium or something like that. But I'm going to go FaZe here 3-2. I'd go a little bit against what the people are predicting. And then Thieves subliners, I am going to go Thieves in a 3-1 fashion. I think most people will agree with me on that as well. Now on to week 2, we do have London versus LAG up first. I'm gonna give London the win. Why not? We'll throw London a win. Yeah, you know, here and there, they should pick up a win eventually at some point, right? And also, if anything changes roster-wise, I'll update my own pick'ems. I probably won't make a video on it, but these are most likely what my pickups are gonna look like. Then we have Boston versus Florida as one of our double point matchup. This one I think could go either way. I'm gonna go with the majority here and go with the way of Boston in 3-1. Then Vegas versus FaZe. I'm gonna go 3-2 in the way of Atlanta FaZe. Atlanta versus London, we're going to throw in another 3-0 there. Florida versus Thieves, I'm going to throw another 3-0 there. I think this two series that are the most likely to end up in 3-0s. Then we have OpTic versus Surge. I'm going to go OpTic 3-1. More people are obviously going to pick OpTic just because OpTic has all the fans in the league, but I wouldn't count Surge out. I honestly think that there's a very good possibility Surge can win this series. And then we have LAG versus New York. I'm going to go New York 3-2. I don't know. Give LAG some maps. I haven't even picked LAG, I don't think, to win a series yet. So we'll see if I end up picking them to win anything. Now to Sunday, Minnesota versus Legion. I'm going to give Legion this one 3-2. I don't think Legion's a bad team, and these are the two teams that are pretty much fighting for that last spot at champs. And I'm going to give it to Legion. I think they got that clutch ability. They got that veteran presence in a guy like Clayster and even guys like Temp. So I'm going to give that to Legion. Then we have Toronto versus OpTic. This could really go either way, in my opinion. The times they've played each other this year, Toronto has come out 2 out of the 3 times on top. And I think I'm going to go Toronto here. I think I'm going to go Toronto 3-2. And I think this could go either way, but I'm just going to go a little bit against the majority here, just in case it gets right with these double points. That'll give me a load and push me up the leaderboard. Then Boston versus Seattle. I'm going to go 3-1 Seattle. And now for the final week, May 19th through May 21st. You know, this is going to be really exciting just overall major, because this is going to be super important to see who gets those final spots at champs. London versus Florida. I mean, this is anybody's game right at this point, but I am going to go Florida. We'll go 3-2. I think anyone could take it, but Florida's just looked better overall this year. Thieves versus Rocker. I'm going to be bold and I'm going to go 3-0 Thieves. Actually, less than 4% of people are picking Rocker, which I think is interesting. But I'm going to go 3-0 Thieves there. Surge versus Subliners. I'm leaning towards Surge. They have beat them both times they've played this year, it looks like. I'm gonna go 3-2. I think this would be a close series. You know, Hydra versus Pred, pretty much the two best, or definitely the two best slaying SMGs in the game. But I'm gonna go the way of Pred. Moving on to Saturday, Surge versus Legion. I'm gonna go Surge 3. I don't know, maybe I go Legion here. I'm gonna go Surge 3-1, although I could see Clay, like I said, you know, they're showing that clutch factor and clutching up and getting this. OpTic versus Florida, I'm gonna go 3-0 OpTic, even though they somehow always lose to Florida. At least on land they do. I guess this isn't on land. Toronto versus LAG, I'm gonna go Toronto 3. Let's go 3-1 to that. And then Boston FaZe, I'm gonna go FaZe, we'll go 3-2. It's so easy to put 3-1s because it's like they could probably get a map. Any team can win a series at any point, let alone win one map. So I gotta throw more 3-0s and more 3-2s in there, especially more 3-0s. Something that I pretty much never do, but I want to do in my predictions. Toronto versus Rocker, I'm gonna go Toronto 3-2. I think Rocker are gonna fight hard because they want to get this last series before the major, but I think Toronto's the better team. LA Thieves, we're going to throw another 3-0 in there for LA Thieves. And then I'm also going to have New York winning this out against Boston 3-2. And yeah, those are my predictions. Let me know what you guys kind of think. What teams do you have going undefeated? I think the only team I have going undefeated in this is Thieves. A little bit of Thieves bias since I am, you know, a Thieves fan. But I do think Thieves are the best team in the game right now, as they showed at Major 4. And I think are going to do really well at Major 5. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, sub to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.